So I'm back with Forgotten. Forgotten, I haven't seen you in a month. How have you been in that month?
Well, I'm still here. I'm still alive, so I guess that says something.
That's a plus, huh? That's winning.
Maybe in your eyes. In my eyes, it ain't no plus.
No plus.
I do believe last time we talked, I told you how completely tired I was.
Tired?
How sick I am of.
You turtle?
No, we're in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Sorry.
What's going on with your leg? Let's see here. Your left leg looks a little swollen. Have you gone to a doctor or anything?
Yep. Been to the hospital several times in the past few years. Been on the antibiotics. Blah 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 blah. Nothing works. It just makes shit work. Makes things worse. So I'm kind of stuck in a catch-22. Danged if I do, danged if I don't. And rather than sit day and night getting stuck with needle after needle after needle after needle of, well, let's try this and let's try that and let's throw this piece of spaghetti and see if it sticks to the wall. Screw that. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna do what I want to do. If they somehow miraculously come up with some solution to the problem that they gave me, then maybe I'll listen. But
Is your right leg wrapped up so that the flies don't get to it, or?
No, it's ramped up to keep people's mouths shut.
What do you hear from people?
Oh, dude, you need to go to the hospital!
You hear that a lot from people? You need to go to the hospital when they see your leg?
All day long.
Gets annoying?
I don't know. You tell me. You sit for 3 years listening to the same set of words over and over and over again. And tell me if it gets annoying.
That's how many years you had the issue with your leg, huh? 3 years?
Yep. Been about 3 years since I got splattered by the truck. And that's about how long my leg's been this way.
And
You gotta think, I spent 6 months, 2 years in a rehab nursing home, which there I was on intravenous antibiotics that didn't do anything, you know, so it's not like I haven't tried what the doctors have said. It's just that the doctors don't have a way to fix it. And I'm not going to sit there and be a test dummy for the rest of my life. If it kills me, it kills me. Something's going to kill us one day or another. And if this happens to be mine, so be it.
and how old are you?
Mm-hmm.
Your age?
Yeah. As old as I am.
What's that? You're 41 or something?
Sure.
How much longer do you think you'll be out here in the streets?
I don't know what's so bad about being out on the streets. Why everybody's so against being on the streets. I mean, I'm not missing nothing. I'm not losing anything. What? Am I supposed to join the rat race with everybody else and try to see who's got the biggest, baddest truck, or the biggest, prettiest ring, or the cutest husband, or the biggest house, or the best paid job? Go ahead. Rats. don't need all that crap.
What do you need?
Honestly, stop.
You need to stop what?
What happens to a car when the battery dies or it runs out of gas? What does it do? Stops.
So my friend Martin, a couple years ago, and I've talked to you about Martin before. He never wanted to go to the hospital because, right, same thing. Hospitals suck. The doctors suck. He's able to fix it on his own with sprays. He had the same leg issue. He had it on both legs. You have it.
Same leg issue.
Same
leg issue. You got lab tests and blood tests and documentation to prove that it was the same thing.
No.
All right, then it's not the same thing. You're just saying that. That's hearsay.
No, that's
Hearsay.
I'm witnessing the same exact issues with your legs, brother. I'm giving you my opinion, my thoughts. Okay, you never met him, you never saw him. I did. I've seen your legs and I've seen his legs, and this is Martin 2.0 right here. You're the white version of Martin 2.0. He's a black dude, but he called me from the hospital, and he says, "Hey, Art," I still have his voicemail. "Hey, Art, I'm at the hospital. Come see me." I went. I went to the hospital the next day. They had him hooked up to a bunch of machines, breathing machines, and so what it was is just sepsis. Sepsis got into his blood, and it shut down his lungs, his heart. And are you scared that might happen to you? No fear. Just living each day out here, huh? I think Martin wanted to go out the way he wanted to go out. 37 years old. He didn't want to be stuck in a hospital, right? He was highly addicted to pills. He didn't want to, in the hospital, he wouldn't be able to smoke pills. And he relied on a wheelchair, so it'd be hard for him to get out of the hospital. So he's like, I never want to go to a hospital. But it's ironic that he ended up passing away in the hospital.
Yeah, most people do pass away in the hospital. But I don't have a say-so on where, when, and how I die. It's kind of ridiculous. To have the thought that I have control over that is idiocracy.
Idiocracy?
Idiotic.
Yeah, no, I mean, some people would say that, Martin being out there for years, right? Years with his leg, didn't want to go to the hospital because he had it for years. He was battling with his leg issue for years. Just refused to go, refused to care for it.
It turned into sepsis.
It what?
It turned into sepsis. It wasn't sepsis to begin with. This may someday turn into sepsis. It's an infection in my system that the doctors can't seem to figure out a cure for.
Consuming blues, does that help your condition or worsen it, or?
I had blues in a year and a half.
No G, no blues? That's good. Martin was honest, and he would say, "Yeah, I do blues because it alleviates the pain. Without blues, I feel all the pain."
Well, maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, that might be true. Blues don't alleviate nothing but the urge to feel like you're smoking a blue. Nothing in them anymore.
Yeah. people's tolerance changes, right? And what was strong a year ago might not be strong today. So you need more and more, right? Or something stronger is what people tell me. But again, maybe your system's different.
So I haven't had one in a year and a half.
That's awesome. So you're sober from blues, huh?
If I were to smoke one now,
Yeah.
I'd tell you the same thing. There's nothing in it.
Wow. Yeah, don't smoke it, man. If you're sober from blues, don't smoke it. Don't get back on it, you know? What do you think's the number one contributing factor that has you out here, would you say?
There isn't one.
There isn't one? Most people say it's mental health issues for some people. For some people, it's substances, their addiction. Other people say no support, no family.
How about I choose to be out here?
You choose to be out here? Yeah, that's possible. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, as long as you're an adult, consenting adult that wants to be out here, not committing crimes. So, more power to you. Forgotten, however you want to live your life. That's all on you. It's just you understand where some people aren't gonna understand it, right? They just
It's not. Nobody ever will, because everybody's too focused on their idea.
Their idea.
And if you don't fit their idea or their status quo, then
Yeah.
something's wrong with you, bro. You know what? How about if we turn the table? Something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Working day in and day out, a 9-to-5 job, you don't ever get to enjoy your work. You have to slave and slave and slave day after day after day. For what? For what?
For shelter.
I
To
sent
shower
my
every day,
kids to
eat every day.
college. I did this, I did that. Yeah, but when did you ever sit back and enjoy the labor of your hand?
Most
It is
people do.
entitled to everybody to enjoy the labor of their hands. Oh yeah, I went on vacation. Yeah, you went on a week-long vacation. That's great. What was it like? And be honest. Don't tell me all the things you did. Tell me what it was like. It was a living hell. We fought. We argued. We didn't have enough money for this. We didn't have enough for that. We couldn't do this. We couldn't do that. Be honest with yourselves. Stop throwing up a bunch of flashy, shiny crap to impress people. I don't need that. If you're not impressed with me, I don't care. It's not you I'm trying to impress. Or anybody else out there.
So, Forgotten, thank you for talking to me, okay? It's nice seeing you. I'm glad you're alive. I hadn't seen you, and I was like, man, is he in the hospital, or where's he at? But I'll keep checking in on you, okay? So, go get you some food.
I was in the hospital.
Okay.
Don't know if it was heat exhaustion or what, but wound up passing out over yonder. Couldn't wake me up. So I guess they medvaced me to the hospital. A day or two later, I woke up and was wondering why the hell I was in the hospital. And he couldn't really tell me what went wrong.
Dehydration, heat stroke, something.
But none of their test results or anything showed me anything other than the way my leg looks. That was the only major concern of theirs. I've talked to the surgeons, I've talked to the doctors, and it's really difficult being in my position because I don't ever have any witnesses. It's me by myself. So when I speak to a doctor about this, that, or the other, the only one to tell anybody else about it is me. And that's a struggle. And that's a struggle I get tired of dealing with all the time. It's like, if you're really that concerned, come to the hospital with me. And I'll stay a week or two in there. And you can watch. See for yourself. Hear from the doctors yourself. Like I said, if they happen to come up with something, then yeah, down to do it. I asked the doctors after the set, I'm like, look, how's my blood work? Look, is anything changing? Are the levels differing? Oh, well, you need to be on it for such and such amount of time. I'm like, no, I don't. Not for you to tell if it's moving in the right direction or not.
Forgotten. Thanks for talking to me, okay? Stay safe. God bless. We'll see you soon.